Hello, my name is Nathan Peck, and I'm the CEO of Cure VCP Disease. And we wanted to share with you, we've had an incredible first 3 months of 2024, and wanted to share with you the great progress that we've made and how you've assisted in that. I love game shows, I love quizzes, so we thought a fun way to do this would be to put it into a quiz. So we encourage you to use the link at the top, the AHA slides, or you can use this QR code, scan it on your phone, and this is a self-progressing quiz, so you can go at it at your own pace. So you just use these arrows somewhere on the bottom of your computer screen or your mobile screen. And if you complete this quiz, again, I love to give stuff away. We have a Cure VCP Disease deck of cards that we will draw for at the end of April for one winner, and we'll send you that deck of cards. Really cool. All right, so we're going to trust you that I'm going to try to go through some of the questions and elaborate on a little bit of it, but you're also free to pause this video, do the quiz yourself, and then come back and listen. But cheaters never win, so we don't want you cheating on this. But here's our first question. So on February 3rd, Cure VCP Disease awarded a $20,000 grant to Dr. Eleonora D'Ambrosia at Uplifting Athletes Young Investigator Draft. And we're curious, do you know which institution Dr. D'Ambrosia represented? This was a $10,000, Cure VCP Disease put $10,000 up and was matched by Uplifting Athletes $10,000. And Dr. D'Ambrosia is doing some incredible gene therapy work at her institution. And we're really excited about the progress. This is our second grant that we've awarded through Uplifting Athletes, and it's just a phenomenal organization. So we're excited. So Dr. D'Ambrosia is at Nationwide Children's Hospital. All right, next question. So we had our incredible VCP International Scientific Conference at Caltech, and this is a little bit different. So you go match the numbers with the categories that are on there. So take your time, see if you can match it up. But again, we had scientists, participants, patients from all over the world, Japan, Germany, I'm trying to think what other countries, at Caltech, and it really exceeded our expectations. We received a ton of positive feedback about the event, and we really want to thank especially the patients and care partners that attended, because part of the feedback that we received was that at most scientific conferences, patients, care partners don't attend, but we actually had posters that a lot of our families presented, and so it really kind of brought it full circle in terms of a lot of the work that everybody's doing. So you can see how this all matched up. We had over 100 attendees, 34 speakers, 32 scientific posters, which that's all the VCP work that's going on that was shared by different postdocs, scientists, to share with others, because our goal is to drive collaboration. And that was really the primary mission of this conference, was to drive awareness as well as collaboration among the scientific and research community. And again, we had 9 patient and care partner posters. And again, thank you. So we did want to thank our conference sponsors, because we couldn't have done it without them. So at the visionary level, we had Chan Zuckerberg, CZI, as well as the MDA. At the champion level, we had Rare Disease Research and the Association for Frontotemporal Degeneration, as well as the partner level, Icon Therapeutics, and at the ally level, Extra Vegas. So thank you to those sponsors. Really important in terms of showing others that we have companies and institutions that believe in our mission. All right, next question. So we announced a collaboration with which entity for creation of 3D muscle tissue VCP disease models? And really the beautiful thing about this is we're not paying a dime for some of this work. So this is from this institution. They're very curious about, the 3D muscle tissue, and this can be used for other programs. And so we're really excited to be partnering. I believe this work has already started. So I think it'll be another couple months before we hear something back, but it's NCATS who we're working with, so the National Center for Advancing Translational Sciences. If you chose the NIH, you're correct. NCATS is part of the NIH. Next question. So we exhibited at the MDA Scientific and Clinical Conference in Orlando, Florida in early March. And we also received a grant from the MDA to complete our video measures study with EMS and Nationwide Children's Hospital. Do you know what amount that was? So the importance of this is we started with 14 patients. We did time 0, 12 months, and 24 months video measures on what we called independence measures to see the progress of the disease. And this actually ran parallel with our Nationwide Children's Hospital study. But we were only able to measure and score at time point 0. So we want to finish the scoring and then compare that to our Nationwide Children's Hospital study to see on the sensitivity of measures, was there anything noticeable? And so this is actually beneficial to other rare diseases, especially neuromuscular as well. And that grant was for $25,000. So we're really excited to get started with EMS and Nationwide to finish that study that we started back 2-3 years ago. All right, next question. So we were selected by CZI Rares 1 to participate in a digital health study with For You and Me to build a co-designed, open source, personalized symptom tracking app utilizing wearables. How many VCP disease patients will be needed to participate? So this is exciting because what we're doing is identifying some of the key symptoms of the disease and how can we track those on an ongoing basis. And we've been speaking to other companies about this, but the beauty is this is being funded by CZI Rares 1. We're participating with 4 other rare disease organizations. And again, the science that's generated out of this can benefit us, but also other rare diseases. But we're going to need participation, and we need 50 VCP patients to participate, partner with us, and join in this study. So our question is, if you're a patient, would you be willing to participate in this wearable study? And you can check yes or no on this, or if you're not a patient, just put I'm not a patient, no big deal. But again, feel free to reach out to us. We're working on the design of the study right now, but soon enough, we'll be reaching out to you looking for your participation. So we need everybody. 50 is a large number for us, as we only had 40-something participate in our nationwide study. Okay, second to last question. So the creation of Cure VCP disease owned induced pluripotent stem cells has enabled which of the following projects? We've got the Genethon gene editing project, which is with Genethon in France. We've got the NCATS organoid muscle collaboration, which we already spoke about. And then we've got the Point gene editing project, which is Dr. D'Ambrosia at Nationwide, which we awarded the grant through Uplifting Athletes. And so again, these are blood-driven iPSC lines that we own and have created to share with anybody and everybody. And so the answer is for all 3 of these studies, the iPSC lines are being used. So again, our goal is to be efficient and effective in terms of how we spend our money and what tools, this is Dr. Pindone's preclinical toolbox that we're building. It can be used for all these studies. So again, we're trying to maximize our impact by creating tools that can be used by everybody. All right, last question, and then I'll stop talking. So Caltech has tested 17 disease patients' blood and performed proteomics for identification of potential biomarkers. And this study is done with, there's some initial interesting findings, and we have to wait for those to be published before we can really share about them. But how many biomarkers currently exist for VCP disease? 0, 1, or 2? And I think you probably know the answer, but we're really excited. There's been some, I know Dr. Pindon is very excited about some of the initial findings that came out. And we appreciate Dr. Suifen Chu doing more than actually what was in the scope of work. I think she got excited too and did a little more work. Yeah, actually we have 0 biomarkers. And what that means is that if you were to give your blood and we could go look at, hey, are there indications of symptoms of VCP disease? There's nothing that exists out there right now. But that's soon going to change with some of the work that we've funded with Caltech and Dr. Sui-Fin Chu. All right, so if you just click next, we do want to, we've got some future events that are coming up. The leaderboard, the I Can movement, we're excited that that will be in late June. Look for more details. We've got the event site already up, but working on communications and marketing. But last year, it was the first time we ever did it. We had over 130 people participate and give through that program. We're looking for as many teams as possible. And so for you that are patients and care partners, this is a great way to drive awareness about cure VCP disease, about our disease, and even about your condition. Many of your friends and family might not understand how you're limited at this point, but show them what you can do. And we really hope that all of you participate in this program. So this event link down here, you can click on that, but look for communications as well. And then we do have on August 10th in Macon, Georgia, near us down here, we're doing our Cure VCP Disease celebration. This will be our third year. The first year we raised $75,000. Last year we raised $82,000, and we're going for $100,000 this year. And so for those that are patients, care partners, hope that you can come down. Those that are in the Atlanta, Georgia area, we hope that you can attend and come. And we're actually going to have bingo, cash bingo. I have a permit from the state of Georgia to do cash bingo, where we'll have up to $1,250 in prizes. We'll do 3 different bingo games. But we're also going to have tons of silent auction items, live auction items, raffles. We're going to have barbecue, we'll feed you, and we have drinks as well. And we're really excited about a commemorative pint glass that we're going to have. And so if you're interested in sponsoring or just coming, please go to the event site and learn more, or reach out to me. All right. Well, I want to thank you again for this quiz. Again, congratulations if you're the top on the leaderboard, but we just wanted to share all the exciting things happening with Cure VCP disease, and we can't wait to see what happens in quarter 2. So thank you again.